Anyone tells you they love bodywork, tell them they're lying. I might have got carried away. Just a bit. Welcome back to another episode. If you've seen the last episode, you'll know that today we're tackling this one. I managed to clean it up, just wiped it up, that's all. That's all what I've done, just wiped it. And you can see how bad this paint. Now I don't know the reason behind painting this piece black and that front, because look at it, it just doesn't make sense. Why would someone do that? It's just beyond me. Mind you, this one used to be black as well, same crappy paint, which I removed it. Also, look here. Sadly, yes, we do have this kink. We need to fix this one as well. Luckily, it's only this, but if I look at the reflection correctly, I think there's another one here and there, which we definitely need to fix them. Anyways, so the plan is, we need to sand this area. I'm gonna use the DA sander just to sand this area. But before I do that, I need to mask some areas, you see? Even over here, the rubber, this because we just painted it recently, this area because it's in good nick, I don't want to ruin it. So everything that I don't want it to get sanded or damaged, I'm gonna have to basically mask it. Luckily, I didn't put the trim over here, so that's all right. But still, this area and so on and so forth. So everything over here needs to be sanded properly in order to be prepped for paint. That's what we're gonna do today. You know how to basically mask, so it's not a rocket science. So let me mask it up and I'll show you how it's gonna look like once it's done. There you go. See? Because if I'm gonna sand, I'd rather not to damage this area. There you go, all the way. And this is because it's a new paint, I need to make sure that I'm protecting it. This one over here, this one, and even the roof. And looking at the other side, it's pretty much the same thing. Now, it makes our job way much easier. What do we need to do now? Just simply sand it. And no damage will happen. The rest, I don't know if you've noticed, I couldn't care less because I need to sand this area too and I need to paint it. Even the trim, it needs to be painted. This area, I'm not gonna even reach it. Like the sanding will be somewhere here, then somewhere here. So this area is not gonna be damaged whatsoever, hence I don't need to, because I'm not painting yet, I'm just simply sanding. And even this area, I'll go easy on this one because this one is a good patina, maybe just somewhere here, but you got the gist. Let's do some sanding. Remember how it looks, okay? Remember how it looks, because I'm gonna show it to you once the sanding is done. I love how the flag is just reflecting over there. That's kind of cool. Anyways, back to business. As you can clearly tell, no more gunky, ugly black. Everything is removed. Mind you, I find it even better to use wax and grease. So wax and grease removal works just fine on this one. Like it just breaks it, and after that a quick sand and cleans it up. See, I still can see some, but I wouldn't be too fussed about it because at the end of the day I still need to sand this area properly, wax grease remove any dirt, and after that it's basically ready for paint. So that discoloration, I wouldn't be too fussed about it. Yep, I made sure that everything, even here in the corners, all is gone. Finally. So in all technicality, it's actually ready for paint. Well, you know what I mean. What's next? Oh, even this one. I applied some wax and grease and check how clean this one is. Not bad. Alright, what's next? Probably we're gonna work on that section over here. This area definitely needs a bit of a repair. So let's sand it and work on it. Sweet. Anyone tells you they love bodywork, tell them they're lying. I might have got carried away. Just a bit. Yep, I've sanded this whole section. Although, I just needed to fix this one, basically. But one thing led to another, and before you know it, this side is completed. And yep, even the other side. It's done, it's sanded. I figured I've already started, might as well just finish it all up and sand the whole area. That way, at least when we decide to paint, we've got our canvas ready for us. Sounds like a good idea at that point. Now I can't even feel my hands. Yep. But there you go. Now I'm just waiting for it to dry, and once it dries, I'll be able to sand it. Then some primer on top, then sand again, just to ensure that everything is fine. Then probably I'm just gonna put another primer and another quick sand. But yep, 2 pieces, one over here and one over here. Yeah, it is actually dry, so it is ready. But, oh well, not doing it, having coffee. You gotta rest. Not only did we prime it, we primed it and we wet sanded it. Check it out. See how it's camouflaged and it's smooth. No protrusion, no nothing. It's just perfect. And you can clearly tell this is where the area, basically, it's drying out, mind you. Let's check the other side as well. Look. Smooth. All one flat surface. Just like that. I know it does look big comparison because the damage was somewhere here, but the rest is just primer, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. At least now it does look cleaner. Well, less damage. In terms of cleaning, yep, we need to wash this one because I don't want to park it all the way back with this gunk. Quick wash with the soap, and then after that we can just reverse it. Cool. I am happy to report that washing the car, well, not professional, just a quick wash, turned up to be just nice. Yep, smooth. And you can clearly see that it's sanded. That basically clears the area for us to paint it. Now, some of you may ask, are you going to paint using the new air compressor? I don't know. I honestly don't know, because definitely I need to practice on it. Otherwise, I'll stuff it up. But if I know how to do it and it worked just fine, I might actually paint the hood all over again. Simply because this is the first thing that you're going to see. And it's always good to see a good thing. Cool.
A few moments later.
Okay. Believe you me, we're not working on the car now. We're done with this part. We need to get this situation sorted out. Meaning, I bought me some wood, I bought me some brackets, screws, bolts, nuts. My neighbor Grant hooked me up with some wood as well. The plan is we need to create the shelf cupboard thingy over here in order to ensure that this machine is operable. Because otherwise, we're not going to be able to know if we're going to test it out or not. Now, hear me out. The technical part. Yes, we're doing woodwork. I need to raise this one up, just like we talked. So I ended up getting these rubber stoppers thingy. Now, look closely. What does it say? Well, apart from made in China, each one of them is basically can take a load up to 200 kg. Now, this whole thing is 50. So this should be basically at the bottom over here, because I've already got a screw. I've got a hole over there. So there you go. I just need to put it there, and that should rise it off enough. Now that leaves me with this one, because I don't have a hole at the bottom. I've got it to the side. This is where with the wheels supposed to be here, the big wheels, and over there the caster wheels. So this one is fixed. That one not so much. Hence I bought this bracket. So this bracket will be hooked up over here, and that creates this hole, and that hole basically will if there you go. Mind you, in terms of money, we don't have money. Yeah, we do that. Sizing wise, it's not going to be exactly the same because this one is going to be slightly shorter in comparison to the one that's going to go there. But I can easily adjust it by putting this one down. And I've got a fancy, handy dandy leveler, which is awesome. There it is. So I'm just going to put it over here and ensure it's basically straight. In theory, this is how we raise it up. That leaves us with the bracket, hence those wood pieces. This is the size that I'm after. Now I think this is 80 centi long, and that's perfect. So the idea is one in each corner, one here, and the other side as well, blah 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 blah. You get the gist. Once that is done, then you can use the rest to brace it up. And once that is done, I can use this to cut to size and make me the shelf, and all the rest over here is just basically in case I needed to brace it. Because you see, imagine if I'm gonna drill them like this, I would rather use a piece of wood in between so that I can screw on, you know, strengthening it and whatnot. I'm not a carpenter myself, but this is just basics. Let's see how we go with that. So if you understood what I'm talking about, then I think you should imagine the end product once it's done. Let's get on with it. All right, you're still focused? Still with me? There you go. See, we've got a washer here and a washer at the back to ensure this is firm. And my handy dandy leveler, there you go, it's in the middle. So this is the bracket that basically the razor will go on top, or the riser. Ta-da! This one is installed. You see, I've got all this. This is the rubber part, and there you go. Again, you've got washer here, washer there, and you are set. What do you think? We'll do the same thing over here, and that concludes the back of it. And just have a look. Yep. Nice setup. All right, let's do the other one. Then after that makes the front, which will be basically easier. Check it out. It is sitting or standing on its own legs. 1, and over there 2, and at the front 3 and 4. And again, over here it's pretty much the same concept. Washer at the bottom, washer at the top, and with this. Over here I managed to adjust the height of each corner. And check it out. Almost there. Keep in mind, you can try your best to make it as straight as possible, but then again, you gotta have to make sure that the floor, the ground, is level and straight. Now, it's a garage. I wouldn't even know about. But anyways, we managed to raise it up yay high. So now I can easily release the valve without any drama. Easy does it. Perfect. Now, the fun part, the shelving. All right, hear me out. First attempt. We cut this one to size. How we've measured it, basically we've measured the distance between here and there, came down to 70 centi. This one's going to be sitting like this and like that. Each one of them is 2 centi in thickness, which means 70 minus 4 gives us the distance. In theory, this is exactly what we need. Have you, by the way, seen this contraption? So this is my normal Ryobi drill, and this attachment, basically, you hook it up to it, and bam, you've got yourself a saw. We cut this one. Let's see if actually it works. Now, mind you, since I'm not a carpenter, I don't have the proper tools for it. But in theory, well, I'll be damned. Oh, this actually fits. I mean, you just need a bit of a filing, but holy crap, it actually fits. I'll fire it up just a bit, and at least we've got ourselves the back brace. And we just need to strengthen it with a bit of a wood so that we can drill into it. And that's it, basically. This is the first part. Now, I'm just gonna file it up. Then after that, I'll use this as a template to cut some more, because I've got plenty of wood to work with. Easy. I mean, for measure once, cut once, I did a pretty good job. So there, see? Flush with the wall, flush with the shutter, and you've got this with the brace in each corner, and even at the bottom, see? That's exactly what I had in mind. Now this, where the shelf gonna basically sit. So you've got how many points to actually drill and install it properly. Now, we've done this side, we need to do the other side, which is the front and the sides, and that concludes basically what I had in mind. Once it's all complete, then you'll understand exactly what I had in mind. But for now, let's just take my word for it. It's a pretty good job. I'm happy with it. I'm taking off, getting me some coffee. I know, it may look ugly, but bear with me and still live in the imagination. This is it. See? Braced at the bottom from both sides, and this is the front where it just somehow hides it. Over here, the theory is the shelf goes. There you go. Straight as an arrow. And look at the bottom. You've got enough space. They are raised and everything's good. Mind you, there's another, brace from the back. So one at the front, this one, and at the back you've got this and another one at the bottom. So basically, it is in perfect shape. Ouch. Now imagine this. This is where you basically close it. And mind you, the best part is I can literally get it out and put it in without any problem. It is perfect. And that space, the hose connected directly, you still get access to pretty much everything, and it'll have a probably enough air. Let's see, hypothetically, if I wanna paint. See, I'm putting that down. Nothing should impact the shutter from going down. No drama, no nothing. So imagine this shelf. Ta-da! All the way to the bottom. See? Absolutely nothing. And this is how it's closed. And I've got my makeshift shelf. I like it. Did you really think I'm gonna leave it without painting it? There you go. These are 2 coats of paint. It's just white paint. I have it lying around and just decided to paint it. And yes, I masked some areas because I didn't want some paint to go all over, even the floor. Although I'm not too concerned about the floor because the bigger plan is we need to epoxy the floor. So for now, this looks good. Now I've got those 2 pieces. I need to cut the size and put the shelf. That way, this area basically will be the paint area where I put the gun and mix it and blah 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 blah. For a person that does not deal with woodwork, I would say, yeah, it's a pretty good job. Cool. And this is what I was talking about. We've got the shelf properly bolted, ain't going nowhere. Now probably I'm just gonna put like some sort of a plastic wrap or something just so that I don't need to worry about cleaning it. Also, I created this bracket and it's bolted into the wall and everything simply because I needed to put this one. So see, spray gun goes over here, attached firmly, even with the pretty much everything. And over here you just need to pour the paint and you're good to go. And hooked up and all. But let's just wrap up with this. Found another area I needed to worked on, and even the roof. We got a couple spots, one over here and one over there. Now they do look massive, but mind you, it's not. It's just a small 2 pinholes or something. But now it's smooth, and over there as well. Now the car just looks dirty, but at least there is nothing. Oh yeah, it is dirty. Anyways, if you like what you see, stick around for the next episode. Until next time, take care. Yalla.